black. I'll plow that.
Good, good. Ooh, that's pretty.
10327. 54. Pipe down in this little. And that's right outside the tiny house window. Okay, here in the shower stall, I've got the tile board here, here, and then yesterday I cut this piece out. Now instead of making a L shape where it was continuously cut, that was going to be a pain. I skipped that part. So I did a little piece here, we'll do a separate piece there, we'll just caulk this crack, whoop-de-doo. That's where I'm at right now. I think I'll get the liquid nails and start trying to glue this stuff in place. Right now it's just sitting there. Gotta make it permanent. Then we'll get on this piece. Then we can call the bathroom, the shower portion, done. Well, still need a shower curtain. The bathroom's too small to film in here. Now down at the bottom, we'll run a little bead of caulk. That should hold it in place between that and the liquid nails. Now up in the hot water valve area, I'm thinking of taking this little rectangular pan, trimming it so it fits in there, so that any drips off of the hand would drip into this little pan, wouldn't go down into the wall. I've already got a tube for there to sit it on, so I put that in place, keeps the drips from going in the wall. Tile board goes here, then that would drip down into the pan. The pan has been trimmed. It's down below the tile board. I think it's time to glue it into place. Okay, the way the corners work on these tile board pieces, see the shape of that? This piece slides inside of there. It slides on tight, and then it butts up in the corner. I might throw some caulk on this edge, then when it butts up, seals it up, I may put some caulk on the inside of that groove, double caulked. That should be watertight. Let's go do that. On this end, the door jamb is going to hold the tile. That'll finish the edge. On the other end, that's where we'll put the corner trim. Then we'll caulk along the top of the tub. I had to trim my door jamb a little bit here to fit the shower. That'll all fill in with caulk. We're almost watertight. Put the caulk on this edge or in that groove. I'm kind of thinking maybe in the groove. Let's see if I can do that while you're watching. Then I'll run a bead of caulk back here, go stick it in place. The caulk and did a little weatherproofing on the back side of the tile board. And on the inside, where that little water catcher is, put in a little piece of foam, covered it with caulk, so all the drips can flow down into the bucket. Nothing goes in the wall. Look good? Sound good? Okay, the liquid nail is in place. Now we'll go put a little caulk on that corner, stick the board in place. Today, I've got this piece up. It's got the liquid nails behind it. It needs to be caulked. We've got this piece up, and we've got this piece up. Now, once we get this little strip, we'll throw a shower curtain in there and be shower ready. Now, if we leave the shower area and look up at that loft, I've got this 2x4 scrap. I'm going to screw it up there on the edge of the loft, and that's what the ladder hook's on. Let's go ahead and get that over with. All right, good. On the floor, they've got one of those no-slip mats to hold the bottom of the ladder steady. Hooks on the top and no slip on the bottom. Should be good. More non-black blackberries. This is Fat Cat and the twins. Are y'all twins? No? That is Fat Cat though, right?
I let it go. Wow.
And cat update. Full.
Look at my baby.
It's like a water balloon. Have y'all seen this water balloon?
Where?
How many kittens are in there? Y'all want to make a guess?
That was always.
You said 5, she said 5. People online, if you want to guess how many.
Actually, 7.
You think 7?
I say 5.
5, 7. This is the little window on the side of Tiny, and I'm going to take a measurement. It's 28 inches, and it's about 18 inches. I want to make these shutters where they would be, if I make them functional, even if they're not functional, I want them to be the right proportionate size. So 28 by 18. Let's go find some boards and do some cutting. I found these foam boards. These were concrete foam boards there in a dumpster. They're treated. They're not hurt. That might be our shutter material right there. Okay, this is kind of what I have in mind for shutters, kind of the rough draft. And I guess now get some sanding, maybe some glue, nail them together. Then they're ready for paint. You voted for black, then it was cobalt blue, then it was the firecracker red. I guess we'll wait and see what happens. Just did a little more plowing in the garden extension. Maybe I'll wait a week and plow it again. If we go downstairs, look at the squash. You can see some blooms in there. You can see some squash in there. Oh, and we got a nice, good, healthy rain last night for the garden. It was getting thirsty. I see some blooms. Blooms are a good sign, but I don't actually see any cucumber yet. It's taking its time. Maybe, like I said last week, maybe next week. There at this cucumber, I see some blooms, some blooms, some blooms. If you look at here on the very, very end, let's zoom in right there. That is a future cucumber. That's a future cucumber right there. We found one. This is that original squash that we've been tracking. It's not gonna make it. It turned out to be a mushy one. We'll compost it. But the Siamese twins are still doing good. It's like another set of Siamese twins. Let's go zucchini hunting. On one. There's a zucchini right there. See the difference in color? It's a squash that got replanted. Squash, squash, squash. Let's check on this. These are going to be zucchini. See that little baby right there? There's another. Corn check. Corn is about not yet waist high. Getting close. Now I remember as a kid playing hide and seek in the corn, and my kids are already talking about it. They can't wait for the corn to get tall enough to play hide and seek. Might better plant some more corn for better hiding. There's a sunflower, and these little ones, that's replanted sunflowers. Melon sample. Some of them didn't come up. I may have to replant that watermelon sometime this week. I think that's the biggest watermelon sample. It's compared to my hand, it grew a lot. The original okra looks like it has disappeared. This is some that was replanted, just popping out. Maybe we'll have some okra after all. What does it look like?
Ant bed.
She said it looks like an ant bed in there.
But it don't look much like
We can almost see it.
Let me see it.
Here you go.
Let me see it.
This is their frozen chocolate milk treats.
Mine looks like an ant bed.
Uh-huh.
Let me see it.
Is that your favorite thing, frozen chocolate milk?
Mine's blackberries.
Here's the blackberries.
Dad, look.
Yes. Did you find those? Show me your collection.
There. And there's some out there.
Now, do you eat the red and the green ones too? Cheater.
Dad, look like that one.
I see them. So if we run up the stairs and look at the dormer window, there are some redbirds. Right out this window. There's the girl. She said she was doing star watching last night up in the sky right through this window. I'm a little bit jealous. I don't have this view in my room. There's the garden from the bird's eye view. The extended garden area. This is Heidi in her favorite blanket. She's had that blanket since she was a little girl, and that's the best blanket you can get. It's got this soft side to it over there. Is that your favorite blanket? That's Bibia. There's a little tomato seed sprouting, just starting to sprout out. There's one that sprouted. There's a little sprout. And then we've got some bigger tomato sprouts. That one's ready to go to the garden. I've got some cow manure here. I've got some fertilizer. Here are our tomato sprouts. I've got 1, 2, 3 holes. I'm gonna try to put these tomatoes out here in the garden and get some tomatoes from the garden. Up first, I'm gonna put a little fertilizer in the hole. Then we'll put some cow manure in, and then we'll put the actual tomato sprout in. Then I'll give it some water, see what happens. So there's my watermelon, and they're not doing so great. I mean, that one looks pretty good, but overall didn't have a whole lot to sprout. So I'm gonna now put some more seed in, replant, and I think I'll replant them in cow manure. And this is all sweet, organic. I'll try them. Here's Fat Kitty. Just ran out of watermelon seed, and Mr. Buggy asked if he could see my dune buggy in this episode. Well, there it is. Take a stare at it. Just don't stare too hard. I'll leave you a card if you want to go check out my dune buggy build series. I'll put the playlist on there. I put the card with a playlist. You can watch them all. Thanks in advance. With tomatoes, I'm also experimenting with spinach. This says cold weather vegetable, but here in Florida, it's green. Green you can plant till April. This is April. I mean, it's not cold weather, but I'm gonna go ahead and plant it. I'm gonna put it in this row right here. Maybe there's already fertilizer in that row. I might sprinkle in some cow manure, sprinkle these in, just to see what happens. This is what the spinach seed looks like. I'm just gonna dump them in that trench and we're gonna see what happens. Okay. Getting a Craigslist call. Gotta go.